Alright folks, welcome back. This is your reminder that we're about 2 weeks away from Murphy's Tag Team Throwdown. It's going to be a 2-day fundraiser trying to raise money for Gamers Outreach during their Spooktacular Streamathon. On Tuesday, October 28th, some of your favorite content creators are going to be competing to get the highest score they can without endless mode. On Wednesday, October 29th, the goal is survive as long as possible on Gold Stake. Each round, players are going to be using the same deck and the same set seed. So today, if you want to have the experience yourself, we're going to use the seed Gamer Out on White Stake Magic deck. Once again, the goal is get the highest score you can without endless mode. I want to emphasize this is not meant to be a speed running competition. With only 8 antes, 1 hour is plenty of time to play very slowly, very methodically, very thoroughly. But if you do play a little bit faster, you probably have enough time to complete multiple runs. So one strategy I really like for this is having 15 to 20 minutes of dedicated scouting and information gathering, and then you can restart. You can optimize your early game based on what you know is coming in the future. If you want to see more examples of this, I have some links in the video description. I have a couple of videos exploring the seeds that the players played on last year. Alright, let's do the thing. 1 hour starting now. Okay, first thing I see is a rare tag. We can play 9s and 8s. And then maybe clubs as a flush. Maybe there's also a straight, 7 high straight. I want to see what the rare is. Okay, Obelisk, probably not something that I'm interested in. The Buffoon pack has a business card. Let's go start over, I guess. I want to see what happens if we double skip. You actually get a different rare in Ante 2. If I play the full house, we actually lose the clubs. So the clubs flush doesn't work, but maybe we can still get... it was a straight, right? Getting worse. So we miss on the straight. One thing you can do, you can look at the deck and you can say, okay, there's a lot of hearts here, there's a lot of clubs here. The clubs get discarded. Maybe we play a hearts flush. Let's go back. Let's do the double skip. Full house, fine. I did not see the 4th 9, so I don't think the 4 of a kind is possible. Here, now let's go hearts instead. And then I can play these hearts. We could have looked for a straight flush. I didn't see it. Didn't see that there was a straight flush. Alright, there's a campfire. Buffoon pack has a gift card. There is a spectral pack. So let's go... Alright, Sly Joker. Bribe. Spectral pack is Immolate, okay. Keep that in mind, Immolate in Ante 2. So we're not taking the rare tag. We could do 9s and 8s full house, that seemed pretty good. Probably we take the business card. We could take hack, depending on what the rest of the seed looks like. I can get a hearts flush, pretty high. Hearts, ace high, flush, and then try to find some face cards. Missing on the face cards, I guess I could play the straight. Maybe... We did get a lot of points on the hearts flush, maybe... Okay, we'll come back to it. How about Hermie here? Sure. So Hermie, yes. Fool for Hermie. I want to look inside the Arcana pack. So no Fool, no Hermit. There is a Judgment. Andrew is not something I'm super interested in. Smiley Face we could take here, I guess. Invisible Joker, Supernova. I shouldn't have bought those. Okay, so there's Crafty Joker. There's Scary Face. If we keep going... Fibonacci 8 ball parking. We could try the wheel. Alright, so I think in this ante, I'm just looking for the invisible Joker. So let's do that. And I think I might have a better line for round 2. Because we can take the business card. And if we drew a lot of hearts, so I'm going to throw away the 6 of hearts, and then we play this flush. 120 points. If you play a 2 pair face cards, it's 120 points, so maybe something like that. And I think that's the best line that we can do. I don't see the straight flush anywhere. Okay. Now, for the purposes of exploring, for the purposes of like speed running, okay, we go Hermie here, Fool for Hermie, and I think this Arcana pack I don't actually want. So let's take Supernova and Invisible and go next. So then now, what am I trying to do? I guess a Spade flush is possible. Getting worse. Okay, so we could play a Spade flush. I can play a straight. Oh, I was probably maybe reroll one more time and you pick up the foil, maybe. Maybe I should have taken Smiley Face, actually. So there's a foil. I can open an Arcana pack. There is a Fool for Hermie, so we get rewarded for not opening the second Arcana pack. This boss, no discards. Okay, so Magician, we can try. Scary Face, I'm not going to take now. Right now, I just want to be able to play fast. So maybe Sly Joker, I can make some lucky cards. Okay, so we got the plus 20 on the first lucky card. We're looking for the $20. And if we don't get it, then we might not make any. Okay, so there is a flash card here. And there's a Chad. There is a gift card. I'm going to sell Invisible. Okay, it copies the gift card. Business card, no. Okay. There is Temperance. Okay. Golden Joker, what's in here? Maybe Emperor gives me a wheel that I don't care about. And then go next. Okay, so I want to see, just for science, I want to see what happens if we don't skip. See if we miss out on anything. There's a Buffoon pack. Smiley Face, I guess that's stuff I'm not super interested in. There's a Sun, there's an Abstract Joker instead of this Supernova, maybe? Once again, right now we're just exploring. We just want to get as deep as we can. We're about 8 minutes down. Alright. Boss says face cards face down. I could take a Tarot Merchant, is probably the thing that I will end up doing. And there's Judgment. So for science, we should do Judgment. Square Joker. No. Hang him? Maybe? Maybe I'm supposed to make some glass cards. So there's Saki Busky. There is Strength. Let's go next. And then... Square Joker. I shouldn't bother squaring up. Probably we just sell it. More Arcana. Gives me Strength that I don't care about. I guess we can make a Gold King. Certificate is important. I want to see what we get. We're looking for a red seal. We get purple first. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, more gold cards. We get a purple 6 from the certificate. I do get a Fool here in Ante 3. I'm not gonna remember that. There's a Midas Mask in Ante 3. Okay. Go next. Blue Seal. Midas Mask in Ante 3, Fool at the end of Ante 3. There's Plutonium, which we don't really care about. There's another Fool in Ante 4. There is a negative skip. Okay, so with the negative skip, let's try to pay attention to what we get. There was a gold seal there. I'm not going to take the negative skip now, because I also want to see what happens if we don't take it, if there's any consequences. It would be negative golden ticket, I think is worth it. Standard packs, probably we open them so that we can get these purple seals. And then, okay. Go next. Probably I save this Fool for a temperance at this point. Right now we're just exploring, right? The boot I don't need, the hungman I don't need, standard pack. So there is a red seal. If we skip, we miss the red seal. I think that's fine as long as the certificate gives me a seal. I do have the Omen Globe. Could be negative Vagabond, could be negative Lustful Joker. I do get a red 9. Red 9 is 2 away from a jack. I think we want that. So you keep the certificate. Purple, blue, gold, and then you get the red 9. Alright, there's a death card. Gold ace I don't care about. Fool for Hermes, fine. Alright, this is Ante 5. What was the boss again? Boss is face down cards. Okay. Okay, there's another Judgment. So we know with the certificate we could get the red seal. What does Judgment do? It gives me a Chad in Ante 5 if that's something that we want. Could be Hallucination. Okay, go next. Getting kind of expensive on the rerolls. 76 on the flashcards, kind of funny. Alright, we're about 12 minutes down. Okay, Star, Justice, Chariot, Hungman, I guess. Okay. So 7 and 4, we can hang him and then just play the high card. This should win. Alright, standard pack. Emperor gives me Temperance in Ante 6, and then there's another Temperance that we can reroll into. Okay, now we got a ton of money. So there's Saki Busky again, there's Strength a couple times, there's a Fool for Temperance. Business card, banner, there is an idol. Okay, so the idol happens after the banner in Ante 6. Ante 6 banner, there's an idol. Okay. This stuff I don't care about. I just want Temperance. There is a 6th Sense. We should try it. just to see if we can get a red seal quickly. Maybe I'm supposed to take a strength card for the 6s. Okay, go next. So, can I find a 6? I guess we have the discard voucher, so probably we find a 6. Like... Emperor, that's a waste of clicks. Alright. Still no 6. Did I discard one on accident, maybe? Anyway, there's an extra 6 just in case. So... 6 cents gives me incantation, which is not something that we care about. There's a cola, there's a dusk. Okay, dusk in ante 6 with the idol. So that's the end game plan now. There's a photograph, go next. And 6 cents gives me a wraith. I could be interested in finding out what the wraith does. This boss, Alright, this boss -1 hand size. So if 6 cents gives me a red seal right now, then we keep 6 cents, and if it doesn't, then probably we don't bother with 6 cents since it showed up so late. So let's find out. So there's the 6. Gold seal instead of red seal. Okay, so that's something that we don't care about. We can sell 6 cents, and then we can use the wraith. And it's duo. Alright, I think I have all the information that I want. So that's about 15 minutes of scouting. Now we have 45 minutes to execute. Alright, we started with, it's going to be a full house in the first round. And then we said, okay, it's okay, you can discard the 6 of hearts because we draw other hearts. And then the 2 pair wins. 2 pair face cards. Alright, I can go Arcana, gives me Hermie. Hermie again, and then we skip this Arcana pack because it's $6. And we want Invisible Joker, we don't care about anything else. Now with Smiley Face, we try to get the face cards. I guess I could play a straight. Maybe. Okay. This Arcana has a Fool. So we can get another $20. We can do the Celestial Pack first. Maybe level up the 4 of a kind for later. I don't think I need or want the foil, but maybe a Jupiter card could be useful. Maybe Scary Face. And then go next. Alright. I guess if I have a golden ticket, then maybe the Magician doesn't matter. Maybe the Magician is just a waste of money, because the lucky cards don't hit anyway. We don't get the $20 anyway. There's a Midas Mask. Those lucky cards are going to turn into gold cards. Alright. Buffoon Pack has the gift card. I want to go Arcana. There is a Chad instead of the Scary Face. And Emperor gives me garbage, actually. Alright. Go next. We want to skip for the Immolate. We lose a Jack. That's kind of bad, actually. I can play the Queen as a high card, because we have the business card. I could do the same thing with the Jack. Maybe use the Chariot on a King, Or maybe that doesn't matter. All right. There's Tarot Merchant. Boss says face cards face down. Let's go. So we could get Saki Busky here. Sell the Chad. And then Invisible Joker copies the 4th Joker. Okay. And certificate, I guess maybe we sell the business card. Or yeah, I guess we sell the business card. All right, this judgment we don't care about. Ace and 3, we can hang them. Okay. Jupiter's okay, especially if the boss is going to give us face down cards. Go next. Purple 6. Star we don't care about. So now I want to turn 2 10s into 2 jacks. That seems useful. All right. And I don't have, what is it? I don't have business card anymore, so I don't really care about playing too many cards. So there's Sun, and then maybe Flush, maybe Full House. Take the Arcana back. Strengthen 1 Queen, 1 5. Here I need to make the gold card, so let's go gold 5. I need to make the gold card in order to unlock the golden ticket. I want this Midas Mask, so I have to sell the gift card. Bummer. I don't think I use Mercury. Let's just go next. So now with the Sun, I do want to try to hit all the jacks if I can. I can play a Full House. How about Sun on these 3? We can always get another Sun card later. Play the Full House. Alright, we're not super worried about money right now because we know the golden ticket comes up in the future. Okay. There's a devil. Is this the ante where the Fool card shows up and then we can take the Sun? We can take it to go and then go one more. Alright, I don't care about this blue seal. Alright, for the face cards, I want to go sort by suit. That didn't really give me the information that I wanted. Okay, so this is high hearts. What is this? Okay. I have a pair of kings. We know the pair is about 2,000. Okay, and then this stuff, let's go ahead and use the Sun here. We know that's 2 jacks. And now we actually have 5 jacks of hearts. If we want to play a flush 5 soon. Okay. 4 more cards left for Midas Mask. We're about 23 minutes in. So Fool for Sun we don't need. Standard packs we open to try to get purple. Gold Seal 9 we say no. And go next. We do want the negative tag because that's going to give us the golden ticket. Okay. I can play 2 pair here. Save the Fool for something. Alright, I don't need this blue seal right now. I can play High Card Queen. And then maybe 2 pair. Or maybe, yeah, maybe 2 pair. Maybe that was a little bit inefficient. Maybe we lose a little bit of money, but that's fine. All right, I want the Omen Globe. Actually, maybe I don't want the Omen Globe. I didn't see anything interesting from it. Maybe. Standard packs, I'm looking for purple seals, so there's a purple 8. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, there's the purple 10. That's kind of important, actually. Let's go. I should have sold the Midas Mask. We can sell the Midas Mask now. And then take a Hung Man and go next. So I'm looking for strength. Certificate's done. Sell it before we forget. Ace and 2, we can hang them. 7 and 3, we can hang them. Tower. I'm going to put that on the purple 8, I guess. Priestess. Alright, so no repeats, right? Let's play high card. One more purple in the deck. Let's play the full house. Alright. I don't remember what's an ante 5, I just remember an ante 6. Some interesting stuff happens. Alright, so there is a death card. I need strength. This boss, we don't care about. Priestess. I need to try to play the 5 jacks. Uranus probably doesn't matter there. Fortune teller we don't need. Judgment for Chad. I do remember that. Now that I see it, I remember it. Okay, we get Temperance for 22. A little bit unfortunate we got rid of that gift card. Go next. Alright, so I could use Death to copy purple. I could use the Chariot on the red seal. There's a Fool. Okay, so let's start here. I think I'm going to play the 4 of a kind kings. I think I'm going to use Death to copy jacks. Okay, so maybe play the pair for the money. Maybe I'm supposed to play with 5 of a kind because the 5 of a kind is worth more money. Maybe, yeah, play a pair of jacks. I could have played a full house. If I played 2 kings, I could play a full house, kings and jacks. This is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get the blue seal value. We did just use a death card, and so maybe we don't want the planet card. Okay. Alright, this boss, face down cards. So, Steel Joker we don't need. There's a Sun card, maybe doesn't matter. Temperance is okay, I guess. Alright. Death card. So let's use the Archon pack so we can try to use Death. Could use Death on a jack here. I guess we could use the Sun. There's Justice. I don't think is super important. There's a Hung Man, which is probably important. Alright, $16 is expensive, so 7 and 5, let's hang them. Red glass, we've done it. Now I just need a Sun. And of course, strength, let's go next. Alright, so I want to play the flush 5 to get the unlock. We're about 30 minutes down. Alright, so let's discard the 6 first in case we get a death card. We don't, we get Hermie instead, that's fine. I'm a little bit concerned about scoring too many points. I could play a gold 5, which definitely won't score too many points. Could be Solo Jack, should be less than 3,000. And then did not get the gold seal, but we could go glass on the purple. Okay. Oh, we get a bunch of jacks of hearts. I can replace this golden joker at any point. No vagabond. Banner could be sun for the red seal. I'm still looking for strength. Spaceman, no. Could be a free reroll here. You take a blue joker. That's money. Alright, and we got the flush 5 unlocked. Okay. Emperor, still no strength, but we can hang him. Bummer. Go next. So 3s, we can hang them. And copy the golden ticket. Magician probably doesn't matter. We should get rid of it. Here's the 9s. I can turn into hearts. Try to get a strength card here. Nope. And I guess that's okay. So now play that as a high card for the money. And I want to try to get the flush 5 level, maybe. Maybe it's not super important that we get the flush 5 level if we're talking about idle and stocking busking and that kind of stuff. Anyway, there we go. Alright, we just need strength. We got money, we can reroll for strength. 32 minutes in. Okay. Alright, so there's a hung man. Gold seal jack. We actually don't want. Actually, I need to stop opening packs. Let's go take an Eris card. Alright, at what point can we get rid of the smiley face? Maybe just not yet. Mars doesn't matter to me. Strength? Okay. I do want to keep re-rolling though. There's a fool for strength. Okay. Gift card. After the banner is the idol, so let's not re-roll. Let's hang them. And I want to draw my 9. Okay. Alright, 2 queens for the money is that much. 2 kings. I'm gonna keep 1 9. That way when I draw the glass one, I can strength 2 cards. Okay. This is awkward. If we don't draw the glass card, it's really bad. Alright, let's do this. We only need 4 jacks to win. Alright, strengthen here. And then with the fool, we strengthen one more time. Alright, so we have the glass jack. That's done. Now we just need death cards. And we need to make sure that the idol's online. Alright. So there's the idol, which we take. Instead of the Chad, actually. Right now we're kind of depending on this smiley face, which is not a great situation to be. But we'll get there. There's Dusk. So idols on... Okay, we can make this work. Obviously there's some risk here, but we can make it work. Don't have room for a photograph. So 6 and 2, let's hang them. And then maybe strengthen the 9s. And use the sun. And go next. So I'm looking for a 5 of hearts. I can play a flush. This boss is going to debuff everything, which is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, I can play discard like this. So I do want to discard purple. Get a star. What happens if I just play a 4 of a kind? This doesn't win. 24 minutes left. That's 9,000 for the 4 of a kind. Alright, I can discard purple here. I did not get the 5. I can play this flush, is what I want to do. We can figure this out, it's not a big deal. I need a justice card, that would be really nice. Alright, so we do have the 5 now. Or we get a chariot. So gold here, bonus cards here, steel here. And basically I want to play something like that. Copying the idol is going to re-trigger the 5, and then this flush wins? Probably. Is that true? Right, because we have dust to re-trigger the idol. Okay. Idol on Ace of Diamonds. So probably we're looking at a situation where we play a glass card with the final hand, which means we need to find a glass card for the final hand. Okay. Found a glass card. Devil, we don't have room for jokers. I really need death. At least we can get a fool. Maybe you should have taken... Okay. I could take invisible to try to copy idol. Maybe it's not important to do that. Go next. Maybe could have been worth it. Okay, so I just want to play my let's hang them and then discard. Hierophant I don't care about. I can play a couple hands, golden ticket. Discard purple. wheel. Okay. And then now we just want to do dusk or sake busky, doesn't matter. Make a glass jack. That should win. And now we have a way of winning even if the idol misses, but currently the idol's on Jack of Hearts. That's good news. I'm just looking for death. Okay, maybe we hold on to some tarot cards rather than being lazy about it. I could take a tower to block something for the idol. I could take a hung man. There's a death card. So stone the 5, 7, and 9. Let's hang them. I guess the king I can turn into a jack, and then we have the fool for death. Okay. Strength probably doesn't matter. Chad probably doesn't matter. Temperance. We got 20 minutes left. So we don't have to play too fast. Let's go next. All right. So 10s and 9s. I can play. All right. I don't think I can play any jacks because of the idol. So let's use death and fool. I can discard purple. Okay. How about that queen? And how about that king? Okay. I was hoping to get the 10s for me to use my strength on. Maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe I'm holding too many cards in hand. Maybe I'm doing that slightly inefficiently. Let's go copy the ticket. All right, so currently we have 3 red jacks. We just need 2 more. We just need 1 more death card. Okay. Yeah, bosses -1 hand size. What's in here? Idol's on King of Spades. Okay, so now we play the glass jack this round. Could be brainstorm instead of dusk. I feel way better about that. Okay. Flush 5 level maybe doesn't matter. Justice maybe instead of strength. I'm okay without that. Alright, so all we care about is getting death. So we can stone a 6. 10s we can hang them. 1 10 I can strengthen. And then discard. Okay. Strengthen the 9s. So for the golden ticket, I can can't play a King of Spades. King of Spades is too strong. I need to draw the glass jack, at least one of them. I guess I could finish with the kings on the idol. Maybe that's what we do instead of playing the glass jack. Yeah. So I just need 4 of a kind kings to do that. How many kings we got? I guess I could play a full house with the kings. There's a high row. 2 cards left in the deck, so That's it? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Full house. This should win. Or yeah, that should be fine. Cool. And we said the boss was -1 hand size. Idle on King of Hearts. Okay, Justice doesn't matter to me. Kinda. 45 minutes left. Where is... Okay, Fool. Soon to be a death card, hopefully. Sun? Maybe. We got time to figure it out. World, no. Wheel, no. Army, no. Justice, sure. Instead of the tower. No death cards. Alright, so 3 jacks we can play for sure. One of the jacks I turn into glass. Okay. Could play the king here for the money. Got about 14 minutes left. The King of Hearts. Probably this doesn't win. Trying to save my discards for the purple seals, but I really want to draw 10. Alright. It's not happening. So... Strength is the thing that I care about the least, maybe. Death card. Alright, so... Last jack. Death. I guess I will use death this way. That way I can play the 4 of a kind, copying Saki Busky. So now we have the deck. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jacks. We just have to do the idol. Idol's on King of Clubs. Okay, so how do we set this up even better? That's what the question is. This boss is extra large. So this is the best boss for us. It means we have a lot of time, potentially. All right, Tower and the Hung Man, we can use them. So Queen and 9, we can hang them. And I can turn into a rock. I can copy the jacks. Okay. Another tower. Hermie. Don't have room for business card. We do take a death card. We go next. All right. I guess the king I can turn into a rock. Stone the 10. Turn this king into a glass card, which we can discard. Okay. And then... Magician. Alright. So, Idol's on King of Clubs. Purple gives me a star. Maybe the purple seals don't matter since we're re-rolling so much. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Copying Saki Busky. I guess another thing we could do is we could get a couple chariots for some steel cards if we want a little extra sauce, just a little bit. Idle on 2 spades. That's not good. I have 18 jacks out of 33 cards. Okay. I did just lose a glass card. Okay, so strength helps. Fool helps. Maybe if we have enough money, we can find a negative joker. There's a hungman. So, okay. Justice, I don't care about. There's a death card. All right, let's do some surgery. So, these jacks we can discard. 10 and 6, we can hang them. Queen, I can use death. 2 and king, we can hang them again. And then that's it. I think that's the best we could do. There's 4 misses in the deck, which is not great. Alright, so discard the glass ones, and then do another one of those. I do get another hungman, which means in the deck I've got 1 more jack that I want to get rid of. So this jack, I can hang him. Copy Saki Busky. Alright, so we just need the idol to hit the Jack of Hearts. Idol on Jack of Hearts, about 7 minutes left. Okay, I do still need to draw the cards, technically. There was a seltzer if you wanted to do that instead of Saki Busky. We have time, so we should reroll, since we have time. Hungman doesn't really matter at this point. Eris cards maybe slightly matter. Maybe Chariot matters slightly. If I get a death card, I can put some steel cards in my hand. So let's do that. So now we're completely locked in on tarot cards. We could get a few more planet cards. Maybe. Alright, Jupiter doesn't matter. Probably should have spun the wheel, right? Yeah, I wonder if it was possible to get an ectoplasm, maybe from Sixth Sense. Alright, go next. So now... Okay. I want to play this, because I'm pretty sure I can get away with not winning if I play this pair. I need to not copy the ticket. Maybe we just sell the ticket. Okay, so purples we can discard. I have the glass jacks in hand. I want to try to get more glass jacks in hand. Can we do it? This should work. So you go Chariot, Death, And then Chariot. And then that's it. I guess level 5 or level 9 flush 5 is not very impressive. Okay. E29. Just like we drew it up. So, you know, demonstrating here with 1 hour time, we did 15 minutes of scouting, and you still have a full 45 minutes to do a full 8 ante run. Obviously, if you have like Sock and Busket and Blueprints and Brainstorms and Copying Golden Ticket, then you have more money and it's going to take more time. But not every seed is going to be this kind of crazy, and it's not always going to take that much time. But recognizing, okay, red seals are a way to score points, and so what are the different ways that we can get red seals? As I'm scouting, I want to look for all of the standard packs. I want to look for, you know, maybe spectral packs. If there's a spectral skip, I want to try it, and then maybe if it's bad, then we go back in time and then we don't do that. Ultimately, we did have the certificate, and we kept the certificate just to see if we could get a red seal, and you know, how long does it take, what kind of red seal is it. Red seal 9, recognizing I can strengthen that into a face card. If it wasn't a red seal 9, if it was red seal, let's say ace or 2 or 3 or 4, you can do the hack instead. The first shop had a hack, and then knowing that the idol is coming up, okay, planning around that by making stone cards and removing cards from the deck. And then figuring out, okay, with the red seal that I do get, the 9, I'm going to turn it into jacks. So going back even to ante 1 and ante 2, trying to make as many jacks as I can, trying to build around jacks. Just like general white stake stuff, sort of playing 4 of a kind in the short term, and then knowing that later on I'm going to switch to the flush 5 so that we can get more idol value. Anyway, that's kind of the experience. So look forward to it next week. It's going to be the Balatro Tag Team Showdown. Take care, everyone.